remember what we are saying. When persons are joint tenants, the law of survivorship operates. The survivor will get to the property. I know that sometimes that might cause quite a bit of conflict, but that's the reality. I know that in this time a number of persons coming home on vacation, and I would love for some of us to make some decisions while we are here on vacation, and I run through a lot of those, some of those things I'd love for you to do while you're here. But let me just remind you of the numbers. Call if you want to talk to us in office now, in studio now. The number is 876-922-4112. 876-922-4112. I'm sorry, 876-922-4113 922-411-325 if you want to talk to me now in studio, or if you want to talk to me in my office in Kingston. The number for my Kingston office numbers are 876-908-1950 or 908-3518, or you can send me an email, gloria@landsolutionsja.com, message or a text message 387-3183. So I'm encouraging my listeners. Some of you are listening and you know your relatives are going to be coming home. This is the time to have the land conversation with the relatives. Talk to them to find out what are we going to do about the grandparents' land and the great-grandparents' land. This is time to sort it out. A good time to get it surveyed. And if you have not come home as yet and you're planning to come a little later on, it's time to probably get one of the relatives to get a commission land surveyor to survey the property, so some decisions can be made about the family land. Because remember, a lot of us losing the family land to squatters, the persons who have taken it over because we are abroad and we have not been able to oversee. So it might be a good time to go and see what is happening and to make a decision. The will was made, so maybe it's a time to make a decision. We're going to probate the will, or no will was made, so we need to come together as a family and see who are the people entitled to get the benefit. And I've been able to do WhatsApp family conferences with a number of families who have wanted some guidance on how to deal with things like those. And I'm very willing to do that. I'm sure Khaleesi as well, Miss Finley would be willing as well to mix the talk to some of the families, especially since we are in the confines of our home. We do have to come out and meet with you and people are all over the world to help you to decide, to advise you how to deal with the family properties, who are the people entitled, how you can go about sharing it. But for those who are coming home, maybe a lot of persons are abroad, but you have got a little piece of the land from the relative and you have built a house on your piece, it's a good time to try and get a title just for your little piece alone. So what I would advise you to do is to get your piece surveyed and to see how best we can assist you in getting the title. Because it doesn't make sense for us to have the nice houses built and have the property and have the title in the big family property. Try and get a piece for yourself and get your own title where you can do your will and will it to your children or your next of kin, maybe your nieces or your neighbors, whoever you'd want to get your share. But this is the time to have that conversation. So I'm encouraging you to, when you come home, discuss it. A lot of us, we have some older relatives that it's time to get the information because they might pass on before we get the opportunity. So if you are coming home, it's time to talk to uncle so-and-so, grandfather, granduncle to see exactly where's your relatives, piece of the property so you can get that title for that little piece. And remember, if you want to get a title for your piece, all you have to do is to send me a text message. The number, my text line is 383. Just send me a message and say title, and I will see how best I can assist you in getting that title.
And Guinea Hen wheat tea bags today. Super Cup of tea is available in supermarkets island-wide. So sip a cup of today. You'll be happy you did. Distributed by Caramed Group Limited.
You're listening to Land Solutions during both sides of the story here on Power 106 FM. Land Solutions, the program where all your land related matters are dealt with. Anything at all to do with the sale or purchase of land, you've come to the right place. Here are the numbers to call: 876 922 4113 to 5. 876 922 4113 to 5. The text line is the same as the WhatsApp number, which means you can not only send your text messages, but also your WhatsApp messages. That number is 876 387 3183. 876 387 3183. The website is landsolutionsja.com. Landsolutionsja.com. On Facebook, it's facebook.com/landsolutionsja, facebook.com/landsolutionsja. The email address is gloria@landsolutionsja.com. gloria@landsolutionsja.com. The law firm Brown, Findley and Company is headquartered in Suite 39 of the Winchester Business Center, corner of Winchester Road and Hope Road. I believe that's 14 Hope Road, corner of Winchester Road and Hope Road in Halfway Tree. They also have an office at Shop 6 upstairs, the Jamaica National Building in Ocho Rios, St. Anne. You're encouraged as potential customers, clients of the law firm Brown, Findley and Company to call ahead and be advised before turning up. You want to ensure that you have the requisite documents and any other data essential in allowing you to have a smoother transaction. And so we encourage you to call the law firm Brown, Findley and Company before turning up. Those numbers are 876-908-1950 or 876-908-3518. There's a lawyer on duty at the Ocho Rios offices of the law firm Brown, Findley and Company every Thursday morning or every Thursday from 10 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon. Every Thursday from 10 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon. And if you want to dial that number, the Ocho Rios offices of the law firm Brown, Findley and Company, it's 876 974 6083. 876 974 6083. Once again, here's attorney at law, Gloria Brown.
Thank you, Dervan. A text message. My brother died leaving a property for four of us. We can't find the original copy of the will, but we have two certified copies. Can that be used to probate the will? Yes, we can use the photocopy, but we're going to have to apply to the court to get an order to prove. We're going to make an application for an order to prove the copy will. So we need the court. The court will have to certify that this copy will is valid. It's authentic. It's really a copy of the true original. So we would have to make an application for an order from the court to say, yes, this is a valid will. You can things in making this application is that you're going to have to prove to the court that the person did not really.
Does he know that I'm having internet issues?
The person who made the had certified copies because you are in a better position than so many persons. So many persons will come into the office and say, I'm sure my father made a will. But when you say prove it, what is there? There's no documentation, nothing to prove. They only know that yes, Dad made a will. I know because he said they're in existence or something like that. So as that's why I'm encouraging person when you make the will, don't keep it a top secret. You might want to keep it a secret, and I say to my clients who want to keep it a secret, all you have to do is to say to your relatives, if I should pass on, go to Gloria Brown's office. Just ask them if just go to Gloria Brown, because if you come and say my father said I should come to you if he should pass on, I would know what the checks that I'm supposed to make. But even if you use a will form, because you don't have to go to a lawyer to make the will. So say for example you use a will form, then at least make a photocopy of it, which is what the position the gentleman is in. Make even a photocopy of what was done. Make a will. We can't continue like this as a people. The number to call 9224113 to 5. The text line is 3873183, 3873183, and the email address gloria@landsolutionsja.com, gloria@landsolutionsja.com. And remember, so send me the WhatsApp message or the text message to 876-387-3183. Another text message. Okay, this person is concerned that the parents have died and the bank is holding on to the title. The title is in both parents' name, and the bank is refusing to give it to the children. And in a situation like that, the bank is in fact correct. The bank cannot take up the parents' title and give to you even though they are dead. So you need to deal with the parents' estates, and then the bank will give you the title. Because suppose the bank should give you the title, and God forbid you go and do some illegal act, then the bank will run into problems. They give it to you, and then what happens to the other brothers and sisters? But you might say it's just three of us, and the three of us are in agreement, and I can get the consent. But what about the fourth child that we didn't know about? So you need to understand that when if your parents should pass on, suppose they were joint tenants, you're going to have to go and get the death certificate for both of them. The one who died last, you're going to probate that will, or there's no will, you're going to administer that estate. Then you go to the bank with the letters of administration and the death certificate for the one who died first. And remember, when you go to the bank and the bank says you need to bring letters of administration, don't think you can just come into the office and it's a letter we're going to write. It's a court order that's going to take nearly a year to get. So even though it says letters of administration, it's not a letter that we write. It's an application we make to the court. So, for example, when somebody makes a will and dies, we apply to the court for a grant of probate. And when you get that probate now and you go to the bank will give you the title. When there's no will now, we apply for something called letters of administration. When you get that document now, what we call the letter of administration, when you get that, then we administration, whoever gets that grant of letters of administration, when you go to the bank with that paper and show the bank your ID, they will give you the title. A lot of times when the banks give us the title, the mortgage to the bank is still on the title. And sometimes the bank will pin to the title something called a discharge of mortgage. It might just look like a little piece of paper, but it's something that you need to take to the stamp office, get it stamped, and then take to the titles office to get the mortgage off your title. Too many persons are coming to me with titles to deal with, and when I look, there's a hidden mortgage on the title. We know that you paid off for it long ago because the bank would not give you the title if it wasn't paid off, but it has not been discharged from the title. And the unfortunate thing is that a lot of times some of these institutions that might have the mortgage, they are no longer in existence. We know some of these old banks, I used to type to come to me with Workers Bank on it or with Royal Bank on it. So we have to know now that Workers Bank is now maybe statutory and you have to apply to the bank for a change of name document, and then it can become complex. So when you're getting your title from the bank, make sure the mortgage is discharged. Some bank will take it on themselves and they will let you pay, and then they will do the discharge themselves. Some of them will just give you the discharge, and it's for you to know that that's not just a little bit of paper for you to throw away. It's a document that you need to take to the stamp office, and after it is stamped, not post office stamp, the stamp office is that, I know you have one in Mugby, I think you have one in Clarendon, but the main one is at Harbour Street, 111 Harbour Street, downtown Kingston. You have to take that discharge document to them, get it stamped, and the stamp duty you pay on it is usually $5,000, but then again, it might depend on the amount of money you borrow. But stamp duty is about $5,000 no flat. After you have stamped it, then you have to take it into the title's office with the title for them to discharge the mortgage. Or it's, a lot of time people come up, Miss Brown, I don't owe any money, you mean mortgage on the title still. If it's endorsed on the title still, there's nothing we can do with that title until the mortgage is off. That's something that a lot of persons are not aware of, and something we need to be aware of. Make sure when you have paid off that the mortgage is discharged, or something typed onto the title, discharge number, so and a stamp across the title saying discharge, across the mortgage saying discharge.
Today I want to talk about building good relationships. Building good relationships is all about looking after.
And the text line or the WhatsApp line is 387-3183. 387-3183. And remember, I'll be in Ocho, God willing, this Thursday between 10 and 1. So I'm going to invite my listeners. A lot of times, person might come down from abroad, want some clarification. Remember, just give us a call and make an appointment. Come by 10, please. And because we want to leave by 1. But I'll be in Ocho this Thursday. This is Land Solutions and Gloria Brown. We'll be back shortly.
Coast to Coast Concrete, the high quality concrete for fencing, roofing, foundation, and road surfacing. Call 876-754-7472. The time by Coast to Coast Concrete is 3 o'clock at night.
Rose Hall is not a danger place. Feel the house come alive through an interactive tour and experience the true horrors of the White Witch of Rose Hall. Book the Haunted Night Tour at the Rose Hall Great House, Wednesdays to Saturdays, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at 876-953-2323. The White Witch awaits.
Farmers, come for a candid conversation with the Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries, the Honorable Pernell Charles Jr. Learn more about the agricultural sector and the role we all play with its development. That's a Morning with the Minister, every second and fourth Friday of every month.
You're listening to Land Solutions, hearing both sides of the story here on 106 FM, Land Solutions, the program where all your land-related matters are dealt with, anything at all to do with the sale or purchase of land. You've come to the right place. Here are the numbers to call: 876-922-4125, 876-922-4113 to 5. I beg your pardon, 876-222-4113 to 5. The text line and the WhatsApp are one. It's 876-383183. It's ja.com. On Facebook, it's Facebook.com/LandSolutionsJA, Facebook.com/LandSolutionsJA. The email address is gloria@landsolutions.ja. Gloria